Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Next Trekking Adventure. We hope you'll like and subscribe to our channel. Follow us as we travel around and share our adventures with you. This week we take you to Seven Seas Beach in Puerto Rico. Then we jump in and we do some snorkeling, and I get to do some drone flying. We then end our day with a walk around Luquillo Beach. Okay, well, we parked down the road here, walking down towards the beach, Seven Seas Beach. How far was it? About 25 minutes?
Sounds about right.
From where we were at. There's parking on the road. There's no real good parking spots, at least that we could find.
He told us that around the corner by a restaurant is $5 parking and it's safe.
Yeah.
But here it is, like, what, noon? And they're not open yet.
And none of yeah. And, you know, I mean, it's not a weekend. It's midweek. Yeah, so they're not even there. So, anyways, we'll show you on the other side here. So, that's a good place for beach access. Parked right down there, and there's a chair down here Terry wants to take a look at. So I'm gonna guess these are all little trailers and stuff. I'm gonna guess these are food carts once we get on the other side. So I guess these aren't food carts, these are just little huts, little cabins or something.
There was a sign back there that said rooms for rent.
RV life. So this is a different type of RV life. RV park. On the beach, Seven Seas. Alright, well, we got a little bit of a trek down to where we think there's a snorkeling area down on the other side. Ah!
Maybe you can't take photos.
No. Brincuno solo photos. Well, as one who always follows the rules, we simply went along our way right after I took this photo. We did have lunch there later on that day, though. The one thing we didn't know was there is a big parking lot there, and we must have just been in the off season because all that was closed when it was open, and that's where everybody parked. And this area that you're seeing that's mostly empty was packed. Uh, Lots of public area here. I guess the weird thing is the parking is horrible. I don't know if they have these big public spaces, but I don't know where all these people would park on a weekend.
It's like you can reserve these
Oh,
for $20 a day.
oh. Have a little barbecue. Have a little family barbecue. Uh, Maybe at one time.
Look at that bird trying to eat the flies, snapping at them.
Oh yeah, so and there was a big parking lot up there. Maybe on the weekends they open that up. Well, we didn't bring our snorkel stuff with us, and probably just as well. Even though it says good snorkeling, and maybe we're on the wrong side of the bay, I don't know. But I think it would just be a little too murky. My goal is to be able to fly the drone a little bit today. And not bother anybody. So we're walking away from everybody else. Miss Terry may be a little annoyed that we're walking so far. Ooh, that gave you a headache. Yeah, yeah.
No, I love this. I'd rather be down here away from people.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, and that garbage can was full back there, but you know, we should pick that cup up as I talk about litter on the beach. You know, the beaches have been pretty clean, and some of it is on most of these beaches. There's, you know, garbage cans, so there's really no excuse to litter. And I know some of it gets blown away, but it takes you a second to stop, pick up the trash. You know, it's all of our world.
I like these posts right here. They're overfilled right now, but they're all over the place for you to put your briquettes.
Oh, those are to dump briquettes. That's cool. Okay, so we're almost towards the end here. We're away from everybody else. Like I said, we're coming down here because we wanted to just see about flying the drone and not interfere with somebody else's good time. So the beach we wanted to go to is on the other side of this, but I suppose you'd have to know how to hike there to get there. Yeah,
It said no trespassing.
yeah. Public, it had police sign on it. It goes to the governor's mansion beach or something like that. We eventually did find the trail to what's called Secret Beach and to the governor's beach mansion or beach house. Very cool. You'll have to watch us on our next episode to see that.
So I had drugged Terry all the way down to the western end of Seven Seas Beach just for this opportunity to get away from people and fly my drone. I know a lot of people don't like drones, and so I try to not interfere with people's days, but I wanted to give you the overall view of Seven Seas Beach, and I'm going to point out the area where you can snorkel, where there's coral reef and a lot of fish. Seven Seas Beach has a lot of things to offer: swimming, camping, barbecues, snorkeling, but it's one of the 3 areas that have the bioluminescence. Right there is one of the 3 areas in Puerto Rico that has those bioluminescence, and that's very, very cool. If you haven't done that, it's an experience of a lifetime. After a little drone flight and seeing what looked like people swimming way out there, we decided to explore the east side of Seven Seas Beach to see if there was snorkeling over there, because we had heard there is good snorkeling in Seven Seas Beach. So we went to the car, grabbed our snorkel gear, and headed that way, and we weren't disappointed. We put on our gear and headed out. So we scoped out our snorkeling spot. Tip is just go right out to where there is a buoy, and there's some coral reefs out there and a lot of little tropical fish. We had a really good swim. It's about 100 yards off the coastline to get out there, but it's not deep water, and there's lots of things to see along the way. But there is probably about a 35 yard by 35 yard area that has the most coral and where you're going to see the most fish. For the most part, then it's seagrass, which, who knows, I was hoping I'd see a turtle, but we never did at Seven Seas Beach. After a long day at the beach, snorkeling, sunbathing, flying the drones, we headed into Luquillo, and we were told we had to walk the boardwalk and look at the mosaics.
the boardwalk.
We hope you enjoyed our video this week and that you'll like and subscribe and ring the bell for future notifications. And we'll see you
on our next trekking adventure.